Alright, so the lava lock has been rinsed. It's laying over here, all wet and such. We're going to go ahead and get into taking these tissue cultures out. So a tissue culture normally is going to be sealed, and depending on where you get it from, it's going to have a gel or some liquid. This supplier typically does a gel. This is Green Pro from Amazon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse this off in nothing of water. So just take and kind of rinse the gel off. Try to get it nice and rinsed. Now for right now, I'm just going to set this here. I'm going to do the same with the other ones. Now I'll start adding the soil. Now, as I've stated before in another video that's already been uploaded, most people say that you don't really need to rinse this. And looking at it, I would say I'm not going to rinse it because it's very fragile and the rinsing can really damage it. Damage its buffering capacity and its nutrient capacity. So this is fluval striatum. There. And I'm just going to add it in like so. Now this is the smallest bag I could find of it, and this is more than enough, I would say, for this small of a tank. I'll probably have some left over that who knows what I'll do with it. But I'm going to try to fill this out as much as possible. Kind of slope it upward towards the back of the tank so I can get some depth. But, anywho, now that the soil's shaped, it's time to start putting in the hardscape. So that would be the rock in this case, or the single rock. Now, I'm just going to kind of try to put it where I think it looks good. There are all kinds of rules and things like that if you're actually doing this to put in a competition, but I'm not. I'm just doing it to do it. So I carry adding up the tissue culture. Plants. Now, this is probably washed well enough that I can start dividing it up. Unless I even divide it up into as many as 8 parts, I believe. Not quite sure if I'm going to do it that way. I guess we'll see once I start dividing it up what I think of it. Hopefully, this is going to grow to be a pretty decent carpet. So fragile. I'm going to be very careful about how I do that. It's going to take a lot of time. Alright, so I think that's it for what I'm going to put in there. Now I start adding the water. I'm going to be very careful about how I do this. Like I said, do not disturb the hair grass or the soil too much. I might add in a few more pieces, but I'm going to go ahead and fill this up. But yeah, this is the end result of everything. I put a few root tabs in. One over here, here, and here. And hopefully that kind of helps them grow quickly. There's some stuff floating around that I think it might be leftover gel that I didn't get off the plant. So, I'm going to try to dip some of this stuff out. And obviously there's tons of pieces of hair grass. These Green Pro tissue cultures didn't really have a great root system. I'm not super familiar with hair grass, so I don't know if it really does in general. But I expected a better root system than what I got. So that's unfortunate. A lot of pieces came off. You can really see a lot of it floating around up here, up at the top. And so I was really hoping that wouldn't be an issue, but it did turn out to be one. So it's kind of hard to plant in general. Some of them I really had to shove down in here. But hopefully they'll start taking off and doing pretty well. But we'll see. Well, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed.